A very good morning. Euro dollar looks good to push down slightly lower today, and let's see what the 4-hour and the 15-minute are telling us. So overall here on the daily time frame first, we can very clearly see we had an area of daily demand. It caused an initial reaction and a V-shaped push in towards the highs. However, now the second time that we've come in, the demand zone obviously is weaker. As you can see, hardly to no reaction at all. Now, based on this and based on the overall momentum in towards the downside, we then look at the 4-hour. What is the 4-hour structure telling us? Well, we can very clearly see once again in the past that the 4-hour was bullish in towards the upside. This demand zone then failed to push euro dollar up higher. It broke structure in towards the downside. This demand zone again failed, no bullish reaction at all. And then again another push in towards the downside with NFP last Friday. Now we are very close to this overall area of demand here on the 4-hour time frame and this overall major swing low, which is your liquidity low. So I am now aiming to see euro dollar take out those lows before seeing either a pullback or just simply a continuation in towards the downside. At the moment, we are in a no trading zone for myself. This is just consolidation. Yesterday I was mentioning, or I did mention, we could look for a potential long up higher, but then again it was the plan B, it was the lower probability setup, and this is why. Overall, the market is just consolidating and it is waiting to push out in one of either directions. So I would definitely prefer to see a push down before then again looking for any pullback in towards the upside. So this for me is a trading zone, or if we take out some of these liquidity highs above these equal highs, that for me is also a trading zone. This in the middle is a no trading zone for myself. So therefore, either waiting for slightly lower prices or waiting for higher prices. I would, however, prefer some lower prices to then look for a potential pullback trade on EURUSD before then looking for further downside once again. And that potential long would then again, guys, only come if the overall 4-hour momentum inside of this demand zone would then shift. So remember, at the moment, overall momentum is in towards the downside. So if let's say this now is your area of supply which we are reacting to and which is pushing the market down lower, and again you can see very clear trendline liquidity over here, so it looks like today it is good to push down lower, or maybe with news we take out the lows, then I'll look, okay, do we get that bullish momentum to kick in? Do we get that market structure shift to look for that long? Yes, then we can buy, but otherwise just continue shorting euro dollar down lower, because we will only look for longs if we see a momentum shift on the 4-hour time frame. Furthermore, on the 15, you can very clearly see very consolidative price action, so staying out of this for now. So going in towards the dollar index next, the dollar index is still bullish. As you can see, no overall shift in momentum. What I am currently looking at is, first of all, on the daily time frame. Okay, on the daily we are inside supply. However, this is your stronger supply zone with a clear liquidity high right below it, right? This high over here. So actually I would prefer another push up higher on the dollar before looking for any potential pullbacks. Now going in towards the 4-hour, again, what do you want to see to confirm that this could either cause a pullback right in towards the downside, or that it will just not react at all? Well, then you want to go in towards the 4-hour time frame, because the 4-hour is just my main bias time frame. And what I can see here on the 4-hour is that I'm looking to see if we can break this high, because this at the moment is your so-called fractal high. Okay, so we're currently in a bullish range. This is the low, this is the high. We've seen this minor pullback and we're now breaking up with kind of this 4-hour internal fractal structure now shifting. And with, again, fractal structure, I just mean what the trend on the individual candlesticks is doing. So overall what you see is just a push up, push down, push up, and then a break, pullback in towards this demand zone, and then we just shoot up again. So I'm now eyeing up a break of this high over here, then this somewhere over here will become your fractal low, and then we can just look to trade with momentum, and then we will understand that this daily supply zone will push the market down lower if we break if we break a 4-hour fractal low. That can then cause a potential pullback down lower. Okay, so that's what I would do at the moment. So yeah, expecting still further upside movement, but this supply zone could push the market down lower, but still I would remain in dollar longs as long as that 4-hour momentum is still bullish and the market structure is still bullish as well. Going into AUDUSD, we saw a nice pullback in towards supply yesterday. So again, guys, this is just the beauty of fractal structure. You know exactly what to do and when to do it. You can very, very clearly see that this is your fractal high, this is your fractal low. We pull back in towards supply and we push back down. It is as simple as that. Now, looking at the daily obviously is inside an area of demand, and we swept liquidity underneath this low, okay? So what I want you to understand is that if you now want to look for a long from that daily area of demand, you then need to look at the 4-hour time frame. And then again, what do we need from the 4-hour time frame? We need a momentum shift. So what you need is the black line to break. Only then would I be looking for longs, because then again, now that you're inside an area of daily demand, a lot of people would say, okay, we just long on the bullish candles here, it's starting to look good, or they go into the 15-minute time frame and then they see, aha, here we have, for example, market structure shift, it's ready to go now, and then they just see it push down lower again. This is why, because on the 4-hour and even on the 1-hour, you can also see it, guys. On the 1-hour as well, the overall market structure is still bearish. Momentum is still bearish, so don't be an idiot and don't long just yet. Wait for the market structure to shift before looking for longs. Until then, just continue to short Aussie dollar. So I would just continue to short AU until we really see a market structure shift on the 4-hour and the 1-hour time frame. Going into GBPUSD, what is happening over there? So GU is also inside an area of daily demand. Now go in towards the 4-hour, and this is what I explained yesterday inside the stream as well. By the way, guys, we have another New York live stream today here on YouTube, so make sure to tune into that. But what we can see here on GU is that the overall fractal structure, once again here on the 4-hour time frame, is between the red lines. Okay, so the red line here is your high, this is your low. What happens? We pull back into supply. I explained this yesterday in the live, and then from here we just push down lower again. So very simple overall price action to read here on GU. So expecting lower prices as long as the overall momentum just remains bearish. I'll only be looking for longs once we start breaking, for example, the 1-hour fractal high and the 4-hour fractal high. That is when I'm interested for longs. Otherwise, until then, just keep on shorting this in towards the downside, as clean and as clear as that. Obviously, it is lower probability shorting from here, but you can, right? You can short from here. And otherwise, just use this overall analysis to understand what market is doing, right? How to read the market, because at the end of the day, taking trades is fun, but you also want to understand how to read the market, because that is even more fun. And that is what we do here. So going in towards this daily time frame over here. So today, let's say today, we in fact popped underneath this swing low. So this is what I've been calling for the past 2 days. Again, liquidity underneath this swing low. This is your demand zone. From here, you want to long. Again, if you go in towards the 4-hour time frame, I get a lot of questions. Fabio, here we see a bullish candle. Should I long here, or should I long on this candlestick pattern over here with my stops underneath this low? No, because then you are just being liquidity, guys, as you can very, very clearly and very easily see. And this is why I love the strategy that I trade, is that the overall fractal structure just remained bearish in towards the downside. Okay, so here fractal break, and then another fractal break underneath this low over here. So again, what you see is that every single time the fractal highs are just simply respected every single time. Even over here on this high failed to take out this high, therefore still shorts were valid. Now this is your fractal high. Still interested only in shorts. Then what did you see this morning / last night? We got a pullback exactly in towards that supply, and from there we are selling off now in towards the downside since this morning. So only again interested in shorts until we see a potential break in the overall structure. So if we break the 4-hour fractal high, then I'll look for a pullback trade. Obviously, we have a massive overextended move in towards the downside. So that is when I'll look for a potential pullback trade. Otherwise, just follow the overall momentum in towards the downside. We are inside daily demand, so it could cause a pullback, and we did liquidate this low. But again, we need bullish confirmation. So waiting for the 4-hour to shift and waiting for the 1-hour to shift as well. Going into gold, last fall, gold saw a massive sell-off actually in towards the downside. Overall, gold has not really been a pair of interest for myself over the past week, mainly because of the rangy nature that we had over here. You can very clearly see it's just consolidating. Now gold has been pushing down lower. Personally, we took out this imbalance, so what I'm now looking for is for 2600 to get hit next, and that is the next level where I'll be looking for a potential long position. So yeah, just following the overall bearish momentum in towards the downside. And once we reach that area of daily demand, that is when I will be looking for a potential pullback trade. So just waiting for 2600 to get hit. If we refine it here on the 4 hour, 25.94, and then if we reach that level, we look for longs once again. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Wish you all a fantastic day. Today we're going live inside New York session. By the way, guys, we have now opened up spots for the Inner Circle, a very exclusive group for you traders. If you're interested in following myself and Rutger on a daily basis, the exact trades that we take every single day, and our entire mechanical trading blueprint, make sure to click on the link in the description down below, and I hope to see you there. Thanks, guys.